Hello, fellow brothers. Welcome to Rare Breed Brotherhood. There's a reason why being a Sigma male puts you in a league of your own. You don't play by society's rules. You set your own. You thrive in your independence, guided by sharp instincts and a mind that values authenticity over appearances. But here's the reality. Your unique energy doesn't just draw admiration, it also invites resistance, especially from those who thrive on control and manipulation. Evil people, those who live to disrupt, deceive and dominate, see your confidence as a threat. They're not just intimidated by your presence, they fear your ability to see through their masks. And that fear drives them to use every trick in the book to try and undermine you. This video isn't about paranoia or overthinking, it's about awareness. Understanding the tactics evil people use when they sense your Sigma nature isn't just a survival skill, it's a way to protect your peace, your purpose, and your principles. It's about holding your ground with clarity and confidence, knowing that their games can't touch you if you refuse to play along. Stay tuned as we break down these tactics and, more importantly, show you how to counter them without losing your cool. Because being a Sigma male means staying one step ahead, not by fighting every battle, but by knowing which ones aren't worth your time. So if you've ever wondered why some people seem to act differently, more calculating, more deceptive, when they're around you, this video will reveal the answers. And remember, your journey as a Sigma male is your strength. Stay focused, stay sharp, and keep being the rare force the world needs. Now let's dive in and uncover the truth. Let's get started, brothers, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments section, as I do love to hear from you. Number 1, spread subtle lies to undermine your reputation. When someone recognizes the quiet strength and confidence of a Sigma male, it can stir up their insecurities. Instead of confronting you directly, they often resort to more insidious methods, like planting subtle lies to undermine your reputation. These aren't the kind of blatant falsehoods that are easily dismissed, no. These are whispers, crafted to sound plausible, harmless even, but calculated to make people second-guess their trust in you. For example, they might say, "I've heard he doesn't really care about teamwork." Or, "He always keeps to himself. I wonder what he's hiding." At first glance, these comments don't seem malicious, but the intent behind them is to sow doubt. The goal isn't to expose you, but to chip away at how others perceive you. It's a slow burn, designed to tarnish your image without you even realizing it's happening. What makes these tactics dangerous is how subtle they are. People may start to view you differently, even without any solid proof of wrongdoing. That's how manipulators operate. They exploit the fact that most people would rather believe a seed of doubt than confront its source. But here's the thing. Sigma males aren't shaken by this kind of noise. Your actions speak louder than any rumor. The best response isn't retaliation, it's consistency. Stay true to your principles, and over time, the lies will crumble under the weight of your integrity. In a world full of deception, your authenticity is your unshakable armor. Number 2, stealing credit for your achievements. Evil people are always on the lookout for opportunities to elevate themselves at the expense of others. And when they see a Sigma male quietly achieving success, they move in for the steal. Sigma males don't seek constant recognition or validation for their efforts. You're more about doing the work and letting the results speak for themselves. This leaves an opening for those with ulterior motives to swoop in, pretending your accomplishments are their own. They'll watch you execute your plans, quietly making things happen, and then when the time comes to celebrate the success, they'll step up and take all the credit. For instance, you could have been the one who came up with the idea that pushed the project forward. But when it gets praised, they're the ones standing in the spotlight, basking in the glory of your hard work. They know that because you don't flaunt your achievements or need public approval, you won't step forward to claim what's rightfully yours. The silence you maintain while empowering is exactly what they take advantage of. But here's the truth. While they may steal the credit for the moment, they can't steal the grind behind it. They'll never replicate the effort, the mindset, or the unique perspective that led to your success. Your value isn't in the spotlight. It's in your ability to keep going, to keep achieving, even when others try to profit off your hard work. Let them play their games while you keep building your legacy. Number 3, create fake alliances to control the narrative. Evil people understand that strength comes in numbers. So when they see a Sigma male standing firm in his independence, they try to manipulate the situation by creating fake alliances. They know that you don't rely on others for validation, so they work behind the scenes to rally others to their side, making promises or offering alliances that aren't genuine. Their goal is to create a network of support that's built on manipulation, not trust, and use it to control the narrative. They want to isolate you from the very people who might otherwise have your back. They might approach your colleagues or friends with promises of shared success or mutual benefits, all while painting a distorted picture of you. They'll spin stories, twist facts, and manipulate perceptions, hoping to turn others against you. The goal isn't just to make you look bad, it's to weaken your position by making sure you have no one to turn to. These alliances aren't about genuine connections, they're about gaining control and dictating the story they want others to believe. What they fail to realize is that your true power lies in your ability to stand alone without needing to rely on false alliances. While they play their game of manipulation, you're quietly building your own legacy of trust, integrity, and respect. People who matter will see through their tactics, and eventually the fake alliances will crumble, leaving them isolated while you remain strong, grounded, and unstoppable. Number 4, play the victim to trigger your compassion. Manipulative people know that Sigma males are logical and fair-minded. They also know that you're not easily fooled by dramatics or over-the-top manipulation. So instead of coming at you directly, they use a tactic designed to bypass your defenses, playing the victim. They craft a sob story highlighting how life has been cruel or how others have wronged them, and they make sure it lands right in front of you. At first, it might seem harmless. They might say, "I just don't know what to do anymore," or "Nobody ever understands me." It's subtle, but the undertone is clear. They want you to step in, fix their problems, or at least offer them emotional refuge. And because you value fairness, you might feel the pull to help. After all, you're someone who sees injustice for what it is, and helping might seem like the logical thing to do. But this isn't about genuine need. It's about creating an emotional debt, one where they make you feel obligated to them. For instance, they might repeatedly lean on you for advice, only to conveniently disregard it while still coming back for more. They're not seeking solutions. They're testing how far they can stretch your patience and generosity. The key here is discernment. Genuine victims seek support, but manipulators weaponize pity. As a Sigma male, your ability to see through these games is your strength. Offer help when it's warranted, but never at the expense of your boundaries or peace of mind. Number 5, test your boundaries relentlessly. Manipulative people are masters of testing boundaries, especially when they sense you're a Sigma male. Your independence and calm demeanor are intimidating to them, so they prod and push, trying to figure out how far they can go before you react. They won't start with something obvious. It's subtle at first, almost easy to overlook. Maybe they interrupt you when you're focused or show up unannounced, casually stealing chunks of your time. It feels minor, but it's intentional. If you don't address these small invasions, they escalate. Suddenly they're asking for bigger favors, questioning your decisions, or inserting themselves into parts of your life where they don't belong. For example, a colleague might start by borrowing your time for advice, but eventually shifts to taking credit for your ideas. Or a friend might test your patience by constantly venting their problems without ever listening to yours. These tests aren't random, they're calculated. They're looking for cracks in your armor, hoping to exploit your patience or generosity. The moment they find a weakness, they'll push harder, trying to gain control or manipulate you. But as a Sigma, you don't bend easily. The secret is recognizing these tests early and shutting them down firmly. A simple but decisive no, or a clear boundary set without explanation or apology, is often enough to stop them in their tracks. Your strength lies in your consistency, showing them that no matter how hard they push, you remain unshakable. Number 6, use backhanded compliments to sow insecurity. There's a tactic that evil people use, one that's subtle but effective in its ability to make you question yourself. Backhanded compliments. Instead of direct insults, they cloak their criticism in words that seem like praise at first glance. They might say something like, "You're surprisingly good at this for someone who doesn't care about the details." Or, "It's impressive how you can achieve so much despite not following the usual rules." At first, these comments might make you feel flattered, but there's always an undercurrent of doubt meant to make you second-guess your value. The real intention isn't to acknowledge your achievements or individuality. It's to plant a seed of insecurity that grows the more you reflect on it. They're not just talking about your work, they're questioning your methods, your choices, your very essence. These subtle digs work because they're framed as compliments, making it hard to pinpoint exactly where the insult lies. It's like they're saying, "You're doing great, but are you really doing it right?" The goal is to unsettle you, to make you wonder if you're actually good enough or if you're just an exception to the rule. But here's the thing. Sigma males aren't swayed by these games. You don't need validation from anyone to know your worth. Recognize these comments for what they are, manipulation disguised as praise, and keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that your value is built on your own terms, not theirs. Number 7, manufacture crises to distract you. Evil people know that when you're a Sigma male, your focus is one of your greatest strengths. You don't get distracted easily, and you have a natural ability to stay grounded no matter the chaos around you. This makes you a threat to those who thrive on creating confusion and disorder. So what do? They manufacture crises, small or large, to pull you away from what really matters to you. These aren't real emergencies, they're just distractions, carefully designed to disrupt your flow. It might start with a friend suddenly having a crisis that demands your immediate attention, even though it's something they've dealt with countless times before. Or a colleague might blow something out of proportion, stirring up unnecessary drama in the workplace. These situations seem urgent, but they're meant to throw you off track, to get you to invest energy into things that don't align with your goals. They know that if they can shake your composure, they can chip away at your forward momentum. But here's the kicker. Sigma males don't lose their footing easily. While others might get caught up in the chaos, you see it for what it is, an attempt to derail you. You remain calm and centered, unaffected by the storm they try to create. Instead of getting pulled into their drama, you keep your eyes on the prize and handle it with the same cool, collected precision that's always been your strength. You've got no time for manufactured chaos. Your purpose is far more important. Number 8, mirror your traits to fake compatibility. Evil people are often skilled at mimicking others, especially when they see someone with qualities they can't replicate on their own. If they recognize that you're a Sigma male, focused, independent, and authentic, they'll try to mirror your traits, pretending to share your values, interests, and even your mannerisms. The goal isn't to genuinely connect with you, but to gain access to your inner circle or manipulate your influence for their own gain. At first, you might notice them adopting some of your behaviors. Maybe they start using the same phrases you do, or suddenly take an interest in the same hobbies you've always enjoyed. It feels flattering at first, like they just want to be around you, to be a part of your world. But when you take a step back, you'll realize it's a carefully calculated act. They're not interested in what you believe or how you live your life. They're interested in what you can offer. For example, a colleague might start mimicking your leadership style, or a so-called friend might suddenly align with your values. Even though they've never shown much interest in them before, the trick is to blend in, to appear as though they belong in your world. But Sigma males are perceptive, and you can usually spot the difference between genuine connection and calculated imitation. Don't be fooled by surface-level similarities. True compatibility isn't about mimicking, it's about authentic alignment. Number 9, weaponize isolation against you. Evil people know that Sigma males value their independence and solitude. They see it as a strength, but to them, it's a weakness they can exploit. Instead of respecting your need for space, they try to weaponize it, twisting it into something negative. They'll misinterpret your desire for alone time as loneliness, and then subtly use that perception to drive a wedge between you and others. For example, they might start spreading rumors or planting doubts in people's minds, making it seem like you're isolating yourself because you're somehow broken or unapproachable. They'll say things like, "Have you noticed how he never joins us anymore? It's like he doesn't care about anyone." They know that if they make others believe you're intentionally distancing yourself, they can make you feel abandoned or disconnected. But the truth is, Sigma males don't need constant validation from others. Your solitude is about focus, clarity, and growth. These people want to twist that into a weakness to make you question your own worth or feel like you're missing out. What they don't understand is that your peace comes from within. Their attempts to use isolation against you only reveal their desperation to manipulate, not a genuine concern for your well-being. They can't break you with their empty tactics because you understand that your value doesn't depend on the opinions of others. You choose your solitude, and that's exactly what gives you power. Number 10, challenge your authority publicly. Evil people fear the influence you have, especially when you're a Sigma male. They know that respect isn't something you demand, it's something you earn through your actions and integrity. This naturally intimidates them, especially when they see how effortlessly you command attention without even trying. So, in an attempt to undermine you, they'll challenge your authority in front of others. It's a calculated move, designed to make you seem less in control, less respected, and ultimately less powerful. Instead of challenging you behind closed doors where it's harder to gain an audience, they'll do it publicly, perhaps during a meeting, at a social gathering, or even in casual conversations. They'll question your decisions, make sarcastic remarks, or deliberately interrupt you, all with the goal of putting you on the defensive. This tactic is meant to plant seeds of doubt in the minds of those around you, hoping that others will start to question your leadership or judgment. What they don't realize is that Sigma males don't need to prove themselves to anyone. Your confidence and quiet authority don't need validation. When someone tries to challenge you publicly, it's often because they see you as a threat, and that in itself is a compliment. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, you simply stay calm and steady. You know your worth and don't need to lower yourself to their level. In the end, their attempts only highlight their insecurity, not your weakness. Number 11, misuse your words against you. Evil people are always looking for ways to control or undermine others. And when they encounter a Sigma male who speaks with honesty and precision, they see an opportunity. They don't listen to understand, they listen to manipulate. Every word you say becomes a potential weapon they can twist and use against you. Your straightforwardness, which might be intended to offer clarity or provide an honest perspective, gets distorted into something negative or harmful. Imagine you make a simple comment, maybe something that reflects your personal viewpoint or an observation about a situation. What you meant to be neutral or even helpful can suddenly be twisted into something far more damaging. They'll pick apart your words, taking them out of context, and use them to attack your character or credibility. They want to make you seem careless, reckless, or even malicious, all because you expressed yourself honestly. The worst part is that they're not just using your words against you, they're using them to create doubt in others' minds. What you said might have been perfectly innocent, but by manipulating the narrative, they can make you seem like someone who can't be trusted. Your sincerity is weaponized. Sigma males, however, are usually aware of this kind of manipulation. While it may sting momentarily, you know the truth is on your side, and no amount of twisting will change who you are or the intent behind your words. Let them play their games. Your integrity is your armor. Number 12, exploit your direct nature against you. Evil people know that Sigma males value honesty above all else. You don't sugarcoat things and you don't play games. What you say is what you mean, and there's a raw power in that straightforwardness. But those who thrive on manipulation see this as a weapon they can use against you. Instead of appreciating your bluntness, they twist it to make you seem harsh or cold. They'll frame your directness as a flaw, something that makes others uncomfortable or even afraid. For example, if you tell someone exactly how you feel about a situation, they might turn around and say, "Did you hear what he said? That was totally uncalled for." Suddenly, your honesty becomes something negative in the eyes of others. It's not that you've said anything wrong, but their goal is to misinterpret your words to create doubt about your character. They're trying to make others view you as abrasive, as someone who lacks empathy, simply because you don't tiptoe around the truth. What they don't understand is that Sigma males don't care about being liked for the sake of being liked. Your directness isn't a flaw, it's a reflection of your integrity and confidence. You'd rather be genuine than pretend to be something you're not. When people try to exploit your straightforward nature, they're revealing their own insecurity and inability to handle the truth. Keep speaking your truth and let the rest fall away, because real strength lies in being unapologetically honest. When you're a Sigma male, you naturally stand out. Your independence, confidence, and unwavering focus become a threat to those who thrive on manipulation and control. They see your strength, and instead of respecting it, they try to undermine it, using every trick in the book to chip away at your peace. Whether it's twisting your words, stealing your credit, or isolating you, they know your quiet power makes them uncomfortable. But here's the truth: their tactics don't work on you. As a Sigma, you don't rely on validation from others, and that's exactly what frustrates them. They're used to playing the game of manipulation, but you're not a part of their game. You don't need their approval, their alliances, or their petty games to define your worth. Keep your head high and your focus sharp. Let their attempts roll off your back. You're not here to please everyone. You're here to do the work. Stand strong and remain true to yourself. So keep pushing forward. Keep doing what you do best, thriving in solitude, staying focused on your goals, and refusing to be dragged into their drama. They will keep trying, but they will never break you. You're a Sigma male for a reason. Your strength lies in your ability to rise above. Watch the video to understand the strategies they use and how to stay one step ahead. Don't let them win. Your path is yours to walk, and nothing they do can change that. Dear brothers, if you've enjoyed this deep dive into Sigma males, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Tap the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos and join the conversation by sharing your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Remain blessed.